My fellow Amberlanders, dear soldiers of our War of Independence, I send you revolutionary greetings, and I hope that under the circumstances of the coronavirus, you are taking the advice we provided a few days ago. I am talking about myself, Comrade John Bakuro, and Comrade Yerima, and any other advice that is being provided by experts from all of the three movements and independent experts across the globe. The virus is serious, and I hope that we are going to stay safe for ourselves, our families, and our War of Independence. My fellow country people, I send revolutionary greetings to our comrades in jail, to all the soldiers of our War of Independence who are battling the enemies from Oko, Kogwe, Bamenda, Fako, Teke, Tam, Kosala, and other places across the national territory. I salute you all and I thank you for your dedication towards the objective of setting up an independent country for ourselves and progeny. The fight for freedom is a daunting challenge. It calls for patience, perseverance, and resilience. It calls for steadfastness and unblinking focus to the truth and the national liberation agenda. All nations and peoples who have been free have gone through this tunnel of darkness and they've emerged as a free people. I am here today to talk about all the simmering talk about the demise of Mr. Biya. We have inquired with some intelligence services. We are aware at this moment that Mr. Biya is alive. We are also aware that he is okay. We cannot ultimately take these intelligence report for fact, and that's why we need to be prepared as a people. Mr. Biya's death has been announced many times. In 2004, when we attempted to take Ako and Obangshe, it was announced that Mr. Biya had died, and our commanders were asked to withdraw because Biya's demise meant the end of the regime and its tyranny of occupation. Amazonians must be aware that there is one thing that unites Cameroonians. What unites every Cameroonian is the desire to keep Amazonia in servitude. What unites all the politicians of Cameroon is their ultimate desire to continue to exploit our resources without reciprocating in any form of development. What unites the powers in France and their cohorts in Yaoundé is the same desire to keep the people of Amazonia and the territory of Amazonia under captivity. And so, 3 years into our War of Independence, having vanquished the enemy in battle, having undermined their power of governance, having undermined their power of exploitation, we must know that any political changes in Cameroon will have far-reaching implications on our way forward. And I have not come here today simply to prescribe standing solutions, but to draw your attention to this basic fact. I know we like to politicize every situation, but the record stands clear. Whatever we have analyzed and presented to the Amazonian people in the last 4 years have turned out to be true, whether it is our national liberation agenda, its short-term, medium, and long-term objective. They have all come to pass, whether it's our internationalization campaign and its objective, whether it was the targeted diplomatic campaign and its objective, and now whether it's the takeover campaign and its ultimate objective. So what I say here today will be central to the way we move forward in our War of Independence. There are many scenarios But I will not waste a lot of time here to analyze that scenario. As I have said, one thing that unites Cameroonians is that the desire to keep Amazonia in servitude. We also know that Cameroon is not homogeneous and that the Bulu axis connected to France is bent on keeping power. We also know that people from the Bamileke land and from the Sawa land have also been disenfranchised and have no access to power. We also know that the northern axis that had controlled power in the first half of Cameroon's independence still hold grudges against the absolute control of power and retribution of the Bulu axis. So, these are the possible outcomes. But whatever happened, there would be controlled stability or there would be chaos. Either case, this is what we must know. In the event that Mr. Biya dies, whatever happens in Yaoundé will never be for the interest of our country. Whether it's controlled stability or chaos, we must take swift action in the next 24 hours following the death of Mr. Biya. There will be a national insurrection far above that which Seseko Ayuk Tabe called on the 22nd and the 1st of October 2017. A national insurrection backed by our forces. All our citizens must rise up at the same moment, take control of any administrative and security positions of Cameroon still within our territory. From across our villages, every citizen becomes a soldier, march out and take over complete control of our territory. All citizens around Munya, Mutengene, Chiko, Moyoka will march straight to our national capital, backed by our forces, and take control. Dismantle all vestiges of Cameroon military outposts. We will be providing a respite for low-level Cameroon fighters. Within the first 24 hours, all low-level Cameroon fighters will be provided a safe passage out of our territory. All high-level Cameroon fighters who have ordered or abetted the commission of crimes of genocide will be taken into custody or eliminated immediately. All Ambazonian fighters still integrated within the forces of Cameroon must immediately report to any immediate barrack controlled by Ambazonian forces, join ranks, support and protect the people and protect the institutions that will be taken over. Any Ambazonian soldier on that day who still remains within the forces of Cameroon, you will forever be considered as a collaborator and an enabler of colonialism and the crimes of genocide. We are telling the families, all Ambazonian families who have children still fighting within the forces of Cameroon, must begin to order them. Otherwise, we will consider those families as facilitating and abetting the commission of the crime of genocide. It is a call for duty, national call for action. Biya's demise, Ambazonia should be taken over in 24 hours. All the borders from beyond the Mongo and into our territory will be mined by our forces. From beyond the Matazan into our territory will be mined by our forces. All citizens within Bamenda periphery, within Santa, will converge at Up Station Bamenda, take it over, backed by our forces operating within Mezam. This is crucial. Immediately we secure the territory, we, beginning from now, will begin consultation to set up a transitional authority that will immediately begin the process of administrative control, discussions with international institutions for protection purposes. But Ambazonians who are living in Cameroon must act in ways that will facilitate the takeover of our territory. Ambazonians living in Cameroon who can move back into the territory will do so within the first 10 hours and join ranks with our people. Ambazonians who are in the diaspora, beginning now, we must begin the preparation. You must commit, as we said the other day. If you support Siseko, you should commit to whatever the call they make. For all of you, commit to the takeover plan of TOF, which is ongoing. Ambazonians, we think things always happen by accident. We think things always happen by fate. Things that happen by accident, be prepared for chaos in its aftermath. We must be prepared. The same homework which we did in presenting a national liberation plan for your liberation that others have taken for experimentation is the homework we are doing now. Don't take these rumors for granted. Something is cooking up. We as a people who declared and asserted our right to be free must know we have to pay the ultimate price for its defense. We will prefer 10,000 Ambazonians to die on that day alone to free Ambazonia than for millions of Ambazonians to continuously be killed through the process of massacres and genocide. My fellow Ambazonians, there comes a time in the lives of a people when they make the ultimate decision and the ultimate sacrifice to end the nightmare and tyranny over their country and to prepare a better future for our children. All the transitions that have happened in Cameroon has not benefited Ambazonia. We will not sit back and allow the powers that be to cook up a transition, prepare it, and continue to prosecute the brutal campaign against our people. We will rise up on that day and take back our land, defend it with our blood, and put in place a system that we believe in, that works for us, defends our interests, and bring back our prisoners home. It will give us an opportunity to end the tyranny of the minority over our country. We will perfect these plans, and I call on all our spokespersons to continuously educate our people, prepare them for the ultimate, knowing if we wait one more day, any transition regime will begin the new phase of genocide over our country. God bless you all. God bless our homeland.